A very good morning to my dear 12th class computer science students. In previous lecture we have covered few topics of chapter 5, file handling, and today we'll be doing in continuation of those topics only. In previous lecture we have read different data files functions that are used to write the data in the data files. Okay, so we have read the theory and then the practical also, how to implement the write function and write line functions, okay, to write the data in the file. So for that we need to be in the write mode, okay, or we can be in the append mode also in order to write the data. So in previous lecture or previous session we have covered how to write the data when we are opening the file in the write mode. Today we will learn how to write the data in the same file but in append mode. I have already discussed what is the difference between the write mode and the append mode. See, write mode will always start from the very beginning of the file. The pointer will be at the very beginning of the file and it will start writing from there only. So it means that whatever contents were there in the file, they will be overwritten. Okay, so if the file is not existing, then also it is opening up a new file for you, and if file exists, then also the contents will not be available once again the data has been written when you have opened the file. Okay, now when you are working with the append mode, so definitely you will be at the end of the file. Okay, your cursor will be indicating towards the end of the file, and whenever you are writing the content in that data, they will be written at the end of the file and the previous contents will be retained. Okay, so we have discussed the modes, file opening modes in detail in previous videos, so these modes should be clear before you proceed further. Okay, so before I execute the program for the append mode, okay, so we will see little bit of one or two programs for the same, like sorry, this program I have made to display the size of the file in bytes. Like whatever file you have opened, okay, we want to check how many bytes are there, means how many characters you are having in that particular file. So if you want to check the length of the file, then for that you need to open the file first. So we have used a file pointer, or we can say the file handle, we can say file object, we can say. So f is our file handle, and we have opened that student.files, stu.dat actually the name is, in the read mode, and then when this file will be opened up, if this file is available, then only it will be opened up, otherwise it will give you an input output error. Okay, so once the file has been opened, means if it exists, okay, then it will read, this file handle will read the content of this file, and whatever the contents are read, they will be passed to this variable s, and then we'll calculate the length of this s. Whatever has been read from the file is now in s, and this s we will calculate the length of it, so it will give us the size. So when we'll save this program and run it, then definitely you will see the output for it, right? So you can see the size of the file is, means the content is of 30 bytes. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. Fine. So this one is your program for displaying the number of lines that are present in the same file. So we are going to open again the same file, and it will read the content of this particular file, and with the help of this particular function, read lines function. So it will read the number of lines, means how many lines are present, whatever the lines are present in this, it will read them, and then we will be calculating the length of those files. Okay, so we'll be printing it out. So for that we need to save it, and then we are running this program. So you will see, so the contents of the file are of 30 bytes and there are number of lines 4. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. So now let us move to the next concept for implementation. So we have executed this program in last session, where we have opened the file, this particular file, in the write mode, and then we have entered the name of two students, and along with it we have written the text like class 12. Okay, so once again I'm going to run it so that we may further proceed in the same continuation. So you can see the file has been opened in the write mode and it is asking for the names of the students. So we are writing the content. Name of the student is Ram and another student is Sham. Okay, so once the data has been taken, it comes out, and then we need to open the file so that we may know that the data has been entered or not. So we are doing all fines because the extension is .dat. Okay, it is in the same folder wherever the Python folder is there in the C drive. So once we have clicked, so it will show us the content. So our first name is Ram and the class 12 as it is written. Okay, and then the Sham, then class 12. As we have given the syntax in the program, only the same syntax has with the same syntax had been written in the file. Okay, so so here I am with another one in program, that is for append mode. Okay, so here we have written somewhat different so that we may see the concept of the things. See, if we will not use this /n here in this format f.write, so whatever the contents are written, means after this name we are going to write class 12, we are going to print it inside the file, we are going to enter inside the file. So firstly name was there, and then we were having class 12 written after the name of Ram and after the name of Sham. So how it came in new line? Because we have given the /n, because in write mode the /n is not default one. So whenever you are not using it, the next data, that the data which is going to be written inside your file will be in the same continuation. So when we want that next data should come in the next line, we must use this /n, because in data file /n is not obvious. Okay, so here you can see I have not written any /n. So you will see after the name of the child it is asking you for the marks he has scored. Okay, same again we have opened the file. Okay, but this time we are opening it in the append mode. Here we were using the that student.file in the write mode. Here we are opening it in the append mode. I have already explained you that what is the difference between write mode and append mode. Okay, so for two students it will take input, it will ask for the name of the student, then it will write that name in the file, because we are using this write function that is required to write data in the data files. Okay, so after that it will ask about the marks of this particular student, and then we want to create a record of one student, then for the second student we would like to go on. So for that record I have taken a variable record, and name will be taken up from here, and then I need to put a comma, so it is to be printed in this format, plus str, because I want that marks that you have entered so that they may also get printed after it. So they will be in the float, because the marks have to be taken in the float, but I would just want to get printed it in the data file, and for that we need this str conversion. It should be in the string format, then only this concatenation will take place. So I have converted the marks that those were in the float into string format. Okay, then only this plus concatenation will work upon, and then a /n also, so that the next student mark should come in the next line. Okay, so you have entered the record in the format like firstly the name will come, then comma, marks will be appearing up, and this then this record will be printed out with the help of print function, and then it will ask you for the second one, second student name and his marks. So let us run this. So firstly I need to save it, then run it. So it will firstly the write mode wala content will be written up. Okay, so write mode may we again will give, this time we'll give Ram 1, so that you may know that when we are starting up with the write mode, the previous contents are deleted. So ram 11 I'm giving you, and then sham. Okay, then this is for the append mode. Okay, now again we have to give name for student. This time I'm giving ram 1 2 3. Okay, then it is asking for the marks of the ram that he has scored. Okay, total marks have entered. It is asking for the name of the second student, so it is sham 1 2 3. Okay, and then it is asking for the marks of sham. Fine, so now the Python interpreter has stopped. Now we can see that these contents would be there inside your student.dat file. For that we need to come in all files, because that extension is .dat, so it will not appear. So you can see now whatever the contents, see ram and the class has been in the different line because we have given slash and in write mode. So previous contents were there, but when we are running this program again, the previous contents were overwritten. Initially it was having ram and sham and class 12 and 11, if you remember. Okay, so this time it has entered the it has overwritten the concepts, and then the ram 11 has been written, and in next line class 12 has come, sham 22 and class 12. Now here you can see there is no space. Okay, there is no space as such. Fine, so because we have not used the slash n. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Here I just want to add on one thing. You might be confused why this name ram 123 ram 123, why it is appearing twice. Still, because we have entered it once only, why it is coming 2 times here. You can see in the output, I mean in the code I have written f.write name here also, and there here also we are giving the command to print the name. So firstly the name you have entered will get printed because I have given the write function here. So firstly it has been printed ram 123 as I am passing it here. Okay, then it is demanding for the marks, then I entered the marks, and then I told to write the complete record. Okay, so firstly the name again it has been written, and then the marks. Okay, then whatever the record was ready, we have again written it in the file. So that is why it is coming 2 times. So I thought I should make it clear for you. Okay, now this is another program that is telling you how to write the contents of the lists. Okay, whenever you are passing the contents inside a list into a data file. Okay, for that we are using the writelines function. It is writelines function. Okay, so firstly we are opening a file that name is 0.txt, and we are using append mode to write the data. And here we know that the for writing or entering the data inside a list, we should use this symbol square brackets. Okay, so whatever content you are writing inside this list will be entered in the list only. Okay, so in the list format you know that the data appears in the same line. So if you want that that data should come in different line, then you should use slash n. Okay, so red, after the red has been written, red color has been written, so I am entering different color names here only basically to create a list. So different color names are given, and why I have given slash n, because this will allow the elements of the list to appear in different lines. Okay, so it will create 3 lines, and whatever the lines contents are there, they will be written with the help of this writelines function. And then I have given the slash n, so that we may have more space. So let me save it and run it. Fine, so what data has been written. So if we want to see it, so we need to open the file. Okay, so again we should this time it was a text file, so it is 0.txt. So you can see, actually I have used this file before that also, and it was in append mode, so previous content is also retained. So this was your output for this time. Okay, if I'll use the write mode, then previous contents will be overwritten, but I have used this file before that also, so appendment always takes place at the end of the line. Okay, so this is your outcome. Now if we run it with the write mode, so you can see that the previous contents will not be there. So when we are running it, it says that the content has been written. Now when we are trying to open it, so we need to open the text files. So here it is, and now let us open it. So you can see only red, blue and green, because the previous content has been overwritten, because we have opened now the file in the write mode only. I hope the difference is clear to you. So now we are trying to open the file in the append mode, and this time we will be writing data inside the tuples. So you know, for tuples we use these round brackets, okay, and for list we use the square brackets. So again I am entering the name of different colors only, but this time the color choice is different, so that you may be able to differentiate between the contents of list and tuple. Rest of the things are same, okay, just the way of entering the data has changed. Okay, so contents have been written. Now let us check it. Why these contents are not visible on the Python screen? Because we are not giving the print command, we are just dealing with the files. Okay, so every time we need to check these things in the file where we are writing. Okay, this chapter is only about the file handling only, how to write data inside the file. So you can see in the previous program, I mean in the same program, we have given the code firstly to write in the tuple, your list, and then we have given the content to be written in your tuple, firstly in the list and then in your tuple. You can see the code also. Okay, firstly we have given the command for opening in write mode, and then we have given red, blue and green colors, so we have received the output, and then the content has been displayed, and 2/ and space has come here, otherwise no spaces were supposed to be there in the file, data file at least, right? So here you can see again the print, we are giving the command to create a tuple. Hardly matters whether it is list or tuple, because it is just a variable, so don't get confused here. Even if I am writing LST for list, still it is storing in the form of tuple only, because these brackets are telling it to create a tuple. Okay, we know that tuple and list, they are almost same, just mutability difference is there, rest everything is same, right? This time we'll be working up with the dictionaries. So again we are working with the same file in the append mode, and now you can observe the curly brackets. Okay, these curly brackets are telling you that whatever contents you are going to deal with is the dictionary here. Okay, and this dictionary, how what else can help you to identify that it is a dictionary? That we are writing the content in the form of key value pairs. Okay, we are and you know there is no fixed order for the dictionary. So when we will run the same program again and again, you will find that data is being entered in the dictionary in different sequence. Once we are entering in 1, 2 and 5 sequence, but it may be of different sequence, means order can be different. Okay, so I am saving this program and running it for you. So you can see the data content has been written. So now let us open the file. It was a text file, so it is here. So you can see red, green, blue, it is for the list, it is for the tuple, and it is for the dictionary. See, we have entered in 1 to 5 format, but now inside the dictionary it has come in So it proves that the data is being entered inside the dictionary this way only, because the order will not be changed if it would not be a dictionary. In dictionary the order can be anything, right? So if you will run the same program again, so you will find there can be a different order also for this sequence. Okay, I hope the concept is clear. So beta, whatever practical I have shown you, you need to execute this practical yourself so that your concept should be clear. This is a very important chapter, so you must take care of the practical part every time that we are doing. You should also do it parallelly. Thank you so much.